Hi there. Glad you could join us for this episode of the Weekly Send. The Weekly Send is powered by Founded Technologies, a technology partner in your nonprofit's mission. Achieve your goals through solutions built for nonprofits and dedicated to your success. And by 1832 Communications, partnering with your nonprofit to help you build more relationships and raise more money. In today's episode, we're going to look at an email from City of Hope, and we'll start with the subject line. How a daughter's cancer diagnosis may have saved her mother's life. There's two things that got me to open this email from that subject line. Number one is curiosity. I want to know what happened between this daughter and mother. And the second thing is there's a story here. Storytelling is central to all your fundraising and marketing activities. And I want to know this story. So this is a great subject line. It got me to open up the email. In terms of who it's from City of Stories at City Stories at e.coh.org. So it's not the most personalized one. It could be obviously more personal, but City Stories also isn't as general as, let's say, info or email at. So it's somewhere in between, could be better, not the worst. In terms of the reply to, however, you can see that the reply to is just a lot of numbers and code, and that's not personalized at all, and that should be fixed. In terms of the email itself, I want to look at the layout for just a second and tell you why this really works. A good email should have a really simple layout. 1, the header image. 2, the title and the content. 3, the call to action. That's it. 1, 2, 3. It's easy for me to skim. It's easy for me to read, easy for me to know what they want me to do. And as a subscriber, I can make a very quick decision. Do I want to click on the Discover More call to action button or not? And that's what I love about this email. City of Hope has a lot of stories they could be sharing, but what they've done is they've taken one story and they've made an email out of it and made it simple for me to go, oh, you know what? I want to read more about what's going on. So the title, again, matches the subject line, How a Daughter's Cancer Diagnosis May Have Saved Her Mother's Life. And then they tell me the beginning of the story. When Christina Sherrill reached her 26th birthday, the coughing began, right? The cough kept getting worse, making it hard to talk and even breathe at times. After Cheryl was diagnosed with cancer in her lungs and brain, she and her mother underwent genetic testing. So they give me the opening of the story. Now I want to know what happened next. And so they have here this Discover More. Find out more, click the call to action button. They also have two other things which is important to point out. Number one, share this story. So they're asking subscribers, get this out to more people in your network, and they're giving you a way to share the story on Facebook and on Twitter, which is great. Expand the amount of eyeballs seeing this story or seeing this email. And then I go down here, they've got the social media icons. So again, email isn't the only way you want to connect with people. You should be connecting with them on social media as well. Provide those icons so people know where to find you. The mobile version laid out really well. Again, that 1, 2, 3, format that I mentioned, and it's easy to look, find, and see, skim, click, and be done with it. Header image, here's the content. Discover More. This CTA button definitely stands out. Plenty of white space here, so it's easier to read and focus in on the content of this email and go do exactly what they want me to do. Additionally, if I scroll down, the social media icons down here towards the footer, they also stand out, easy to find. So I click on Discover More, and now I go to City of Hope's blog, where they give you the entire story about what happened to Christina Sherrill and how her cancer diagnosis may have saved her mother's life. And what I love about what they do here is they use storytelling. Again, storytelling is central to all your fundraising and marketing activities. And what they do is they concentrate on a mother-daughter. They don't tell me a story about 1,000 people that they saved. They concentrate on the story of one is really the daughter, but they also tie in the mother. And as you scroll down, they tell you the story of what happened. They give you a picture of the mother-daughter. So now you have, a visual to tie it into the story. As you scroll down more, they start telling you about the genetic approach that City of Hope took to help cure the cancer that Christina had. They share with you a picture of one of the doctors who was involved in the testing and figuring out what was wrong with her and how to, make the cancer go away. They continue down. There's another picture of another doctor. So they introduce you to their staff as well as telling you, here's what we do at City of Hope. But they don't tell you in your face, here's what we do. they tell it through the story of one person, of Christina. And that's such a great way to tell me about the mission of City of Hope. So takeaways from today's episode. Number one, use a subject line that creates curiosity and makes people want to open up that email. Number two, in terms of the format, K.I.S.S, keep it simple and short. Header image, content, CTA, boom, boom, boom. You'll get more people clicking. And number three, connect subscribers to your mission through storytelling, which is central to all your fundraising and marketing activities. Thank you for watching this episode of The Weekly Send, where we help your nonprofit boost your email, fundraising, and marketing. We'll see you next week.